Hello and welcome to Anthropology 212, Introduction to Cultural Anthropology, for this spring 2024 semester. My name is Tracy Lutke and I'm the professor for this course. I want to welcome you to this class. It's a course I've taught many times and I always enjoy doing it. I'm a cultural anthropologist by training, so what we're talking about in this course is the things I am most interested in. And what you'll learn in this course is both about this discipline and about simply what it means to be a human being as a person who is part of a cultural world and who participates in all of the various kinds of activities and practices and perspectives that any cultural framework includes. So I think what you'll find is that you'll learn a lot both about anthropology as an academic field and about yourself and your community and your family and all the people you know and things that you do. So what I'm going to do in this brief introductory video, this welcome video, is simply to sort of walk you through our D2L page and hopefully along the way give you a sense of how the course is organized, where you need to look to find key course materials, and sort of get you started on the first steps of this semester that we will spend together. As you know, this is an online course, which means that it is fully asynchronous. We do not meet at any particular time. As you'll see as we move through the D2L site, there are times by which you need to have something done. In other words, there are deadlines. There's a rhythm to the course, but you don't need to meet with me at any particular time during the week. Okay, and you'll get a better sense of sort of what that pattern or that rhythm of the work of the course is like when we look at the syllabus in a few minutes. So let's turn our attention to our D2L page. I have the course home up here in front of me. I'm sure many of you have used D2L before. If you haven't, it's pretty straightforward. By registering for this course, you were automatically enrolled in our D2L page, so all of you should already have access to this. If you find that you don't, or you have any trouble during the semester getting access, then let me know. D2L is our learning platform, so especially for an online course, it's sort of the most important place that you need to become familiar with because it's where all of our course activities will take place. So again, here we are on Course Home. This is basically a brief introduction to the course. And importantly, down here at the bottom, you also have ways to get in touch with me. I do hold student office hours during the semester. I have the times here. And some of those are in person and some are on Zoom. So you also have your pick in terms of which format you use. I'm also happy to meet with you outside of office hours. If you can't make it during those times or something comes up that you really want to talk about, simply send me an email and we can schedule a time. I'm also more than happy to answer questions by email. You have my email in the course, and I will also show you where it is a part of the syllabus. So you have it in several places throughout this information that you're receiving. Okay, so that's the course home. The way that D2L is organized is through this series of tabs across the top. The next tab is one of the most important. It's the content tab, and that's where you'll find all the most important items, including your readings, links to films and video lectures, and in this first unit, the link to the syllabus. So we're starting here in the Welcome Start Here unit. It's the place to go to sort of get oriented to the course. This is where this welcome video that you're watching is located. It's also where our online syllabus is located. This is an online syllabus, so it may look a little different than syllabi you've seen in the past. In other words, it's not a PDF or a document. It's more like a website, but it has all the exact same elements of a document style syllabus. So you'll find all the same information there. So let's take a quick look at that. So here we are on our syllabus. Again, similar to what I've just showed you, you've got sort of an introductory component with my student office hours and ways to get in touch with me, as well as a little bit more sort of overview information on this first page. As we go along, again, it's similar to D2L. There's tabs across the top. As we go through here, you'll see the different categories of information, again, corresponding to a typical syllabus. Course Essential includes, again, some sort of basics about what the course is about, what our goals are, and how to reach me. Again, you'll see that a lot. There's lots of places where you'll see my office hours and email address. And also what materials you'll need for this course. So, for example, here we have the course materials. That is the books and other kinds of things that you'll need for this course. Please note that the vast majority of the materials for the course are already on D2L. That is, you don't need to purchase them. You will find links or PDFs on D2L. The one reading item that you do need to get a hold of on your own is this book here called Labor and Legality. It is a monograph, a single-authored book, and it's available at the Northeastern Bookstore, or you can also find it online. Amazon, other sites like that will also have it. So you do need to get a hold of this book. We do not begin reading that book until week 7 of the course, so there's still plenty of time to purchase it if you have not. The other items on here, the Brown book, which is called Perspectives, is an online book, so you'll find links to it through D2L. And all the other materials, some articles, some films, again, are all available through D2L, so you don't need to find those on your own. Again, the rest of these are pretty basic parameters for the course. I will encourage you to take the time to read through the entire syllabus, but we don't need to do all of that right now in this video. So when you have a moment, make sure you go through and understand everything in here. The schedule is another important part of the syllabus. This will tell you what we are doing from week to week during the semester. At the top of this section, there's just a quick outline just to give you sort of an overview of the different topics that we'll be covering. If you move down on the page, you'll find the detailed schedule. So again, this looks more like a sort of typical syllabus where you'll have each week what we're going to be talking about or working on, and then the things you'll be doing. What you'll be reading, what you'll be watching, and then any assignments as they come up. So again, you'll see that the course is organized into units. Each unit is about a certain topic within cultural anthropology, and you'll be doing some amount of reading and watching lectures in each of those units. All right. Again, I'm not going to go through every part of the schedule right now, but definitely take a look so that you can sort of have a sense of how the course is organized and where we're headed. The next tab here is assessments and grading. So this is where you can go to find out the assignments we'll be doing for the course and how much they are weighted. Again, you'll also see this in the rest of D2L. So you will be writing several papers for this course. One that is based on some cultural anthropology research methods. It's called a methods paper, where you'll be doing some observations and some interviews and writing about that. You'll also be doing a paper that's a book review of that Labor and Legality book that I mentioned previously. And then finally, you'll also be doing a small ethnography project. This is sort of building on that methods paper. So you will be, again, talking to people, observing people, and writing up what you learned about a particular subject of your choosing. We will work on the ethnography project over time, so there'll be multiple steps to it. So for now, it's just sort of introducing it, but there'll be plenty of time to figure out exactly what you want to study, and we'll work through it together step by step. So those are the 3 papers. In addition, there are 2 exams, one around the middle of the semester, one later on, and then there are also a series of discussions. So again, these are the assignments that will be spread out across the entire semester, and this is just a way for you to sort of get a sense of what's coming. Okay, so getting back to D2L, right, we were in the content area, and in this Start Here component, the first component in the content area. So that's the syllabus that we just went through. That's the link to it right there, the welcome video that you're watching now. And then the first thing we'll do in the discussions area is introduce ourselves. So I've already linked that discussion to this first unit, okay? So that's, essentially how the rest of these units within D2L are organized, right? You can see down the left-hand side here, the weekly units and their topic. And for each one, when you open it up, you'll get a sort of summary of what we'll be doing in that unit. And then down below, you get the links to all the different things you need. In this case, the readings And in this case, you have a lecture, right? A video lecture down below. So everything will be linked again, except for when we do get to reading Labor and Legality, that book, you need to have your own copy of the book. You can get an online version of that book if you want, but those readings will not be linked in here, but everything else will, okay? All right, so that's, again, the content area, probably the most important tab. If we keep going across the top here, this is where the discussions are. And again, I'm also linking the discussions to the content area. So the fact is that you'll be able to get to them through content, but you can also just come to the discussions area if you want to sort of see them all in a row. This is the assignments area where you can both read handouts for those 3 papers that I mentioned, and also it's where you'll submit those papers. The quizzes tab is where the exams will be. Again, we have 2 exams. We don't get to those for a bit yet, but when we do, it will be, of course, an online exam with the sort of fixed amount of time for you to do it. Again, we'll talk about that more when we get a bit closer. The class list is the place that you can go and sort of see who else is in the course. You can also connect with other students and message them that way. You can look at the status of your grade in this grades area. So this, it will be a sort of running average of how you're doing in the course. So each time we complete assignment and I input those grades, it'll sort of keep track for you of where you stand in the course. I'm always happy to talk to you about your grades, how you can improve your performance, anything having to do with that. And this will be one place to sort of, again, keep track of your progress. So that's really the most important stuff you need to think about for using D2L. I'm really excited to work with you this semester. I think we'll do a lot of interesting things, read some interesting things, and go out and do some interesting activities. I hope you're looking forward to it too. As I say, and I really mean this, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I'm always happy to offer assistance about the course or help you figure something else out if you have questions about Northeastern, about what you are majoring in or what you might want to major in. If you want to major in anthropology, anything else like that, I'm happy to talk through any of that with you. You can do it by email. You can do it on Zoom. You can come to my office. So you know, again, please feel free to make use of me as a resource for yourself as a Northeastern student. And I'll look forward to working with you as we work our way through the material of Anthropology 212 this semester. We'll talk again soon. Take care.